Okay, it is 6:01 p.m. I'm going to call this meeting, this organizational meeting of the Municipal Buildings Study Committee meeting to order, and it is being audio and video recorded. And at this time, I will ask everybody to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance
To the
flag
flag
of the
of the United States of America
and to the republic
and to the republic
for which
for
it
which it
stands,
stands,
one nation,
one nation,
God,
under God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with liberty
with liberty
and justice.
and justice for all.
I tell everyone that's my favorite part of every meeting, and I mean it.
Ditto.
Absolutely. Okay. So basically, we're just going to organize, and then we kind of know our mission statement. This was sort of worked out when former town administrator Mallory Aronstein was here, but we can formalize our mission. And with that, I will ask for nominations for a chair of the Municipal Buildings Study Committee.
I nominate Jim Aguirre.
Will you serve, Jim, if you're the chair?
I just want to make sure that I can
Mhm.
dedicate the time needed to do so. I don't mind. I just don't want to fail in my charge with the workload that I have.
Absolutely. And the charge that was discussed, and again, we'll formalize this in a moment, was basically to study our options regarding station number 1, fire station 1, the highway garage, and I believe the location options for the library. And so
Okay.
that was what we were thinking. And so it's not so much starting the planning for anything, it's just exploring what our options are. And I really thought we could all divvy it up and take a different part. And so that one person wasn't doing, everything. Like Chief McGee is obviously going to be an expert on station number 1. So it makes sense for me that he would, explore those options and get back to the committee.
Okay.
Does that make sense for everybody? Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, and I would love to be Jim's right-hand man. If Jim can't make it or something, or I'm going to be looking into all of those 3 locations for him and with him. So
Okay.
And
Sure. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, that's quite the vote of confidence, Jim. Does anyone else? Are there any other nominations? And does anyone want to second the nomination for building commissioner? Well, James Aguirre.
I'll second that.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Hearing no other nominations, all those in favor say aye.
aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? The ayes have it. That motion carries. Mr. Chairman, the show is yours. So you'll need to do nominations for a clerk.
Right. Thank you for the vote of confidence, committee. I appreciate it. Okay, we will now, I don't have an agenda in front of me, but presumably, Chairman Z, are we just organizing tonight?
We're just gonna organize, so we're just gonna finish with appointing a clerk, and then we'll just broadly discuss the mission statement, which kind of has already been hashed out. I think we all, know what this committee is tasked with.
Yeah, and then set another meeting, I presume, right?
Sure. Yep.
Okay. So with that said, I will entertain motions for a clerk. Anyone?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay. Sounds like the Chief McGee has thrown himself into the coffers and will be serving as clerk. Do I have an official motion on that?
Do you have a second? I will second that motion.
He can't. What? Can he nominate himself?
I thought someone else nominated him. I will motion for Chris McGee to be the clerk of the Municipal Buildings Study Committee.
Okay. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. The ayes have it. Any nays?
Better not be.
Okay.
No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
okay, it's unanimous. Okay, thank you for that, Chief McGee. With that said, as Selectman Z alluded to, we all know our charge. I think that we, thanks to Selectman Zagrafis, have assembled a great team, and I'm looking forward to working with everyone and moving things forward. So did you have an official mission statement that was written by the formal town administrator, Selectman Z?
I don't, but I think what we can just say is to something like to research and study renovation or building options for fire station number 1, the Dayton Highway Garage, and options for the location of the Dayton Public Library, something to that effect.
Okay. Okay, very well. So with that said, we've got the holiday season upon us. I do have a much needed vacation that I'm looking forward to executing. So we will probably meet sometime in January. I know we have budget responsibilities and a few other things on the plate, but I think we could find some time in January, maybe the second half, where we can have a formal meeting and start to set our tasks at hand.
I think that would be good, Jim. I think at the next meeting, it could also be a short meeting, and maybe we could just all think about, like, I think we have the fire station under control in terms of Chief McGee will be more than able to let us know what the options are there. But maybe we could have someone consult with Mr. Ferry for the highway garage, and then someone can work with, the library folks on, what they're thinking. That's what I'm thinking on
Okay.
the other 2 options.
Yeah, that's fine. I actually have some intimate knowledge on all 3 of those.
Perfect.
So I think we could start to have some in-depth discussion about which way we're going to move on all 3 of those. And then, as was said earlier, if there's any other diligence, I'm sure there will be. This isn't going to be that simple. We can task off various things to the different committee members.
I think that works.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Okay.
One last thing before we adjourn, Mr. Commissioner. Since
Sure.
we have Mr. Rendon here, and eventually there will be a capital outlay committee reconvening as well, he can be our liaison in terms of, because when we think about options, we also have to think about timing. We also have to think about what's realistic, and so I think he'll be pivotal in that respect. And serve as a
Absolutely.
liaison between both committees.
Correct. When I saw his name as one of the committee members, I was elated because he actually was the one who started the discussions about, our needs, building needs and large capital expense needs. So I'm glad to have Robert involved.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Yes. So Brett, that's a good way of putting it. There are going to be, and besides obviously our municipal buildings, we have aging equipment everywhere, right? It's from the highway department to the fire and ambulance to our police department, and then what often gets overlooked is our buildings. And it's not just these 3 core ones that we're looking at, but it's everything. It's town hall, old town hall now. And then some of the smaller things that the town doesn't seem to have a problem supporting, things in that $5,000 to $100,000 range, but those add up, and all those need to be factored in and planned for. And hopefully I can provide some insight to this committee with regards to where things look from a timing standpoint.
Thank you.
Excellent. Well said. Thank you. I think as usual, we will accomplish much and leave no stone unturned. So I appreciate that.
And that's all
So
we
with
have on
that
the
said,
agenda.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it. That's the agenda for tonight.
Okay, very well. Do we want to try to set a date for the latter part of January, or do you want me to reach out to everyone when I return?
Yeah, just I mean, we're not in a rush. I just want to get the ball rolling. And you know, there's forward
Okay.
momentum in government. So we just want to
Right,
keep going forward. But
Right.
yeah, everybody take time
Right.
off. Everybody's, we want people to rest up.
okay, agreed, agreed. It'll be an unconventional Christmas and New Year's holiday season, but I'm sure we'll all make the best of it. And I'll reach out to everyone when I return, and we'll see if we can set up an official kickoff meeting. That said, I want to wish everybody a safe and happy holiday. Thank you for your interest in the town. Thank you for your interest in this committee. And I'll hear motions to adjourn.
So be it. I agree.
Do I have a
Adjourn.
second?
Second.
I guess that's a motion and a second.
Yep.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Okay. All right. Good night, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
Good
you.
night.
Night,
Thank you.
happy holidays.
You too.
You too.
You too.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.